My name is Jeff Miller. I am a plant pathologist at Miller Research. Here we conduct research both privately and publicly funded on the management of potato diseases and also potato production in general. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about different practices that growers can make to improve the quality of their crop and to avoid diseases. At this stage of the season, we are taking all these potatoes which we've harvested through the year, and we are grading these for size and shape and also for different diseases. At the end of the season, you want potatoes that have a good size, but also a good shape. What we don't want to have are potatoes that may be misshapen or deformed in some way, or maybe have knobs on the end, or maybe are very misshapen. A lot of times these are results of stress or uneven growing conditions. Now, we can never control the weather, but we can control things like fertilizers and irrigation. If we're able to give the crop the right nutrients that it needs in the right time, it will be less likely to produce potatoes that are deformed and misshapen, and more likely to produce those that are of a good, acceptable size and quality. Irrigation can also play a role. If the crop doesn't get enough water at the right time, it can stress the plant, and sometimes we'll get a pointy end or a constricted potato. It may look deformed. If we give it too much water, that may not lead to a deformation of the potato, but it can lead to the development of disease. This is the example of one of the potatoes that has a disease, and which likely could have happened due to overwatering. This is actually the result of a physiological problem. And so the cells at the very end of the potato, they didn't form properly. And as a result, bacteria were able to invade and decay here in the middle. And this is likely because this plant died early and yet was subjected to excess moisture, or more water than the plant needed. This is a disease known as Pythium Leak, and it can occur from periods of overwatering. It's caused by a pseudo fungus. It infects the potato and grows through. It causes this gray to dark brown coloration. And the disease gets its name because when you squeeze it, water will leak out. So another thing that we're looking for in the grading process are the internal quality of the potatoes. So these have to be sliced in half so that we can look and see if there is an effect, say, on the presence of any hollow heart or brown spot, which we're seeing a light manifestation of some of these. This one didn't quite. There's the hollow heart there. We also have the brown spot, which is, they call it incipient hollow heart sometimes, meaning that could develop into here, or could have developed. Another fungus that we work with is Rhizoctonia, which causes a disease called black scurf. The fungus actually grows on the outside of the potato, and the fungus itself has this black appearance. Now, it's perfectly safe to eat, it doesn't hurt anybody, but it doesn't look really good, and if it gets really severe, the farmer can be docked, or they can lose money because they have that disease. That disease can actually cause more deformed, misshapen potatoes, like we were talking about earlier. So you can get more cold potatoes if you don't control this Rhizoctonia disease.